What is going on, everybody? It's Quicksilver, and today I think I'm going to do as I promised last time. I'm going to go ahead and wire up the chicken farm over to our, I guess our hopper chains that are all feeding into our sorting area. Let me see down here to kind of prep for it. I'll go ahead and show you really fast. I actually already had, if I can find it down here, yeah, I had cooked chicken already set up, but as you can see we have none in there yet. But I did go ahead and down here toward the end, actually it looks like I have 2 cooked chickens set up. That's gonna be a problem. Well, I will have to fix that because obviously I've got some working here. I think I like this better. So actually I'll probably go off cam really fast and address that. Boy, sorry guys, I thought I was ready for you. But yeah, then I've gone ahead, I've sorted eggs and feathers down here as well. So let me, I guess, come back over here to this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sort him into something else, but I'm not sure what yet. So we will see. I will be right back, guys. Alright guys, that's a little bit better. I just went ahead and just set it up to sort oak wood planks, gave a little test, and our oak wood plank actually made it down here, so I'm a happy bear. But yeah, so back on track now. Anything raw that comes through we'll sort into here. Obviously any eggs will come over here and feathers will pop into here because we do still get some of those even though we're trying to minimize them in the system. And then our cooked chicken will pop in over here now too. So that is a good, that's almost a really good thing, but let's pop that back where it belongs. There we go. So that's a really good thing. So yeah, I guess there we go. So at this point, let's go ahead and we're going to wire up the chicken farm, and we're just going to start getting a butt ton of chicken down there. I still take a little bit of damage there, and I'm not really sure why. I think it only started happening when I threw these fence gates in there, so there's got to be something happening there. But it's only a half a heart, and with the beacon it heals back pretty much instantaneously, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so here's what I have decided to do, guys. I came over here and I went ahead and I dug out this little area here just so I could find my little feeder chain here that we've got going on that takes our slime balls and sends them down there. So I did go ahead and I've accessed that, and when I pop my F3 here, I think it tells me my Z-axis is 48, and what's really cool about that is I think that's 1 block in front of that chest, so that is a good thing. So let's check here really fast. We'll check what our Z chord is. Yeah, we're 48 right here, so this is a straight line, a straight shot with our hoppers. And I've tried to go ahead and count that out so that we can, hopefully we should just be able to dig a little path straight back here. I'm going to send that to, what's my axis? I'm looking for X here. Should be 226. Nope, 226, 227, 228. Minus 228 should take us to right here. And we should be able to work our way up from there. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go down to here and go ahead and dig that out really fast. And figure out how we're going to run this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place another hopper underneath this part of the chest here, down one and then over one, and we'll send it to right here and we'll send them over. So let me go ahead and dig that out and I will be right back. Well guys, here's a little side note. I just started digging this out, and it's something I didn't think about. Was I've got this big timer under here. I don't think we're going to need to worry about anything. I think we're going to be, our chain we're going to run is actually going to be right over here, this block. So we're going to take it, well, we'll take it down one and then over one from here. So I don't think we need to worry about this torch cross wiring. If it did, it would only do it when it ticks on very briefly to cook our chickens. So I think we're going to be okay down here. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I guess dig this sucker over and dig out a path next to it so I don't get trapped down here. And then we should be pretty good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that out now for real, and I'll be right back once that's done. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead, I've dug this thing all the way out back here and then all the way up. I did dig back one more block so I could get my torches in here, and incidentally I did place these on the bottommost row here, just so I'm not sure if some of this stuff, well, actually it doesn't look like it is going to be, but just in case it's exposed or it's close to the surface, I don't want to have the smoke just kind of rising up out of the ground. It's kind of ominous and weird, and I don't want it, so therefore I did that. So I guess here's what we're going to do, and it's going to take a little bit of doing here for me to figure this out, because that's our dropper. So I want to go ahead and get that guy in place. As you guys may have noticed earlier, I kind of prepped for this. I tried to do at least a rough count on what I would need so that I could get this going. Sorry guys, I'm fighting a bit of a cold. If that's if I get the Barry White voice going, that's why. So my most humble apologies, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Hopefully I'm gonna have enough hoppers and droppers so that I will be able to get this stuff all sorted out without bouncing around here too much. Let's see here. There we go. And there's that. Alright, sweet, man. Now I'm tempted to not, I don't think I'm going to throw in this last hopper here yet, because I don't want it feeding anything down here until I'm ready. But I do want to go up here and at least close this hole off. So, well, actually I guess the hole is closed off now. I don't want to get zombies down here. It is nighttime, but let's see what's happening here. I wonder too. Nope, it's still feeding. Good. This is, if you guys don't remember, this is our chicken cooker timer, which is really way overdone at this point in time. I would totally redo that at this point, just using a normal hopper timer. That's not at all what I wanted. Well, alright, let me take a peek at this off cam really fast. I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and lower that one more block so that we can cover this back over with dirt, and I'm not sure what I was thinking. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get that sorted out, and I will be right back. Alright, here we go guys. I think I've got this sorted out now. Just lowered all the hoppers down here one block. I did pull them over one here, and that gets us underneath this chest, which is what we wanted. And I'm not going to throw in a block there just yet, because I want to make sure that we don't start feeding all that junk until we're completely set up to do so. But now we should have, yeah, just an open trench here that I can now fill in with dirt and not have to worry about seeing any of it. So that is a thing o' beauty, and then I think I'll be able to pop my hopper in here once we get all the rest of it set up. So now I'm going to run back down underneath, and we will get our hopper timer set up on the other side. Or I guess not really a hopper timer. We're going to go back to the same timer that we used really early on here. We're gonna count on the, I think it's oh man, I can't think of who it is. I'll post a link to the video on this down in the description. Oh man, it's really bugging me. Something Redstone. Wow, I suck. Anyway, the guy does some really cool stuff, and like I said, I will post a link to the video, and I'm really sorry that I can't think of who he is off the top of my head. But random Redstone, maybe? Anyway, alright, not going to worry about it. I'll post a video link, and you guys can figure it out from that. But what I'm going to do now is he actually has a pretty cool timer. It relies on the decay rate of I guess it really relies on the decay rate of the I can't think of it. What am I talking about? What am I looking for? Cheat sheet. Redstone comparator. Wow. So that we can make sure that that we get a long enough timer that we can send any number of items up here. Initially, when I first pop that thing open, it's not going to be a problem, because we're going to have so much chicken and feathers and crap running through this machine that we're just going to get a ton of items, and there's going to be, this hopper's probably going to be, the dropper rather here is going to be completely full, so it's going to be really easy to make sure all of our stuff goes up. But as we kill less and less chickens, if we're only sending through 5 or 10 pieces of meat, or 2 or 3, since we're going so high up here, we need to make sure that our items are going to go all the way up there. So we need a little more of a timer than just something that's going to turn on and off with a comparator and get like a fast clock or something like that going. So I've got to do a little digging here, but I'm a little concerned because I've got a I have my oh, what's the word I'm looking for? I think the ladder that the slimes climb up is right around over here someplace, so it's not very far away, and I don't want to dig into that and pop a ladder off and then have to go climb inside that machine to fix it. So but I need a 6x4 area to make this thing behave the way that I need it to behave. So I think I'm going to dig it back this way and hopefully over this way, but we're going to find out. I got to go over 4 blocks this direction, and like I said, I'm really fearful. Oh, sorry guys, I thought I heard something there. So I'm really fearful that I'm going to dig into that area, and I really don't want to do that. So let's just figure it out. So this is 1 block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks. Good deal. So far so good anyway, right? And I'm going to dig this side out just so I can get in here and run around. I'm going to try and do 7, because that way we'll have a little more room to run around it. And I'm not concerned on this direction, so we're just going to dig that out. and I'm hoping that I'm doing it on the right side, because I want my redstone torch column to be right here, so that I can power these guys up and make sure that we're going up. At least I think that's where I want to put them. I guess I could throw them on this side too, but let me see. Is that going to work? Actually, yeah, I do want to put them on this side, so let's go ahead, presuming that I can dig this thing up, and this will be the easiest way to do it. Well, now you guys can see how I dug this thing out before. Those of you that didn't already know it, pillars are your friend. So this should get us up there. Cool. And I wanted to dig that all the way up, even though I probably don't think I'm going to need it for the redstone tower here. I want to make sure that that I'm not actually powering those and locking those things at any point in time. So that's the other side of this coin that's going to take some doing, is I want to make sure that I don't create a problem with what I already have. Now this is good, man. I was really kind of nervous that I was going to pound into that thing, but if I don't, then this could be really quick. So anyway, I guess let's talk a little more here. I know in my last video I mentioned to you guys that I was having some thoughts about actually starting a new world, and I really think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think this is going to be my last video in this world, which is really kind of weird for me to think about doing, but I think I want to go ahead and I'll post this world up for download so you guys can get a copy of it, goof around with it. I know there's still a bunch of stuff that could be done in this world, probably still needs to be done in this world, but I figured that would be it might be kind of fun for you guys to get instead of just getting somebody's world and going, yeah, okay, that was cool, got to look at it and all that good stuff. You guys will actually get a chance to maybe monkey around in it, add your own touches to it and all that. And if you do, I would love to see what you come up with. If you guys can do like a world tour or something once you've got it all set, that would be really cool. I'd love to see what you guys come up with. So alright, I know that needs to be on 4 ticks. Then let me see, I think I have some I don't have any redstone on me. Wow, amateur. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some redstone and I'll see you in a sec. Alright guys, hopefully amateur hour is over now, so let's go ahead and get back to work here. So I know I need to put a redstone dust there and there, and then I want to go ahead, I'm going to throw down a comparator there, and let me get some blocks in my inventory. Move the food out since we don't need that. Took a little nibble when I was getting there, all the redstone dust. We'll throw down 2 more here, another block over here. Yep, and I maybe I'll actually get around on the outside of this thing too on that side, but we'll see. Then I think 2 more here if I'm not mistaken. Then we'll do another block, and then we want to have another one feeding back that direction, and 1 more feeding in there. So wow, that was perfect. I knew I'd counted those things out, but I didn't know I'd counted them out that well. So rock on. Okay, so that is our timing circuit that will be a slow decay over time. It'll kind of travel around this direction. When an item gets put in here, comparator will send a signal out that will then feed all these comparators. Over time, once this thing empties out completely, they will start to lose their signal, but they lose it a little slowly. So this cycle that we have going here that's making us dizzy right now will just slow down more and more and more as we go. So that is a beautiful thing, and that's what we want. And now on this side, let me go ahead, this is actually going to be our first little guy there. So we get that one little tick going there. Then down here, I'm going to pick up that signal here, and I'm going to send it, oh man, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Let me see. I got a cheat sheet, guys. Shh, don't tell. Alright, so that is that guy. Then we want to pick that signal up. Alright, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to feed that in here on 2 ticks. And then I think, oh man, if I mess this up, I'm going to be really pissed at myself. I think I actually want that guy. Is that right? Is it going to give us a clock? Let me do this. We can find out this way. Yeah, that's going to give us our clock. Good. Alright. Alright, I think I did it right, guys. And this thing's going to lock it. So the way this is going to work is we got this nice little slow clock that's going to send our items up the elevator. And this is going to be our redstone torch tower. So we'll get our vertical wiring there. And then we're going to have a whole tower of droppers here that are going to be powered on and off by the blocks and torch arrays that are going to happen here. when the signal goes into here, it's going to turn that off. Oh, here, this is stupid. It's going to turn well, I'll tell you really fast. It's going to turn that torch off and let the timer start, and it'll start spitting stuff out. So let's go ahead and throw an item in there, and you can see that happen. You see how that works? Now if we watch this redstone right here, you'll see it start to dim as it's doing now, and then once it turns completely off, that torch comes back on and relocks the system. So that's what's going to make sure that we pass all of our tasty chicken up to our hopper chain up there, and I think that's probably the hardest part. So let me go ahead and get my I'll keep these guys here. I don't need that or that anymore. We're gonna need some droppers though. Oh, you know what, it's good that I have this because it's gonna be my dropper. I'm gonna drop the hell back down on this side once we get everything put in place. So alright, I'm gonna throw that guy there, then that guy, yep, there, and then a redstone torch. Throw another block there. Isn't this fascinating, guys? So you get to watch me do a lovely chain here. Now when I get up to the top, I'm going to have to break the, unfortunately I'm going to have to break the hoppers. I still struggle with that word, man. What is up with that? After all this time, you would think, oh, I heard a slime die. So we got that going for us. And I hope, well, maybe I won't have to break those out. Am I going to have to? Probably. Yeah, if I want to get this thing in place, right? Oh no, there we go. Alright, so I'm going to break that out, and hopefully it's not going to feed into the system. It's going to drop on my head. Yeah, baby. Good, good, good. Alright, so now these should be pretty easy to place. Boom, boom. Oh man, really? Come on now. See if I can do this. Helps to hold down shift. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. It's a curse. Alright, no big deal. Oh. Slime died. We got slime balls in the system now, or we should very shortly. Hold down that. There we go. Now we've got that cooking again. So now, if I'm not mistaken, kids, let's get the hoppers back in place. Huh. That's interesting. I'm not seeing the slime. It must have popped out of the system or popped out of the train now. Here's the only problem I'm going to have. Man, I don't like that. I think I'm going to have a torch here, and that's going to lock that, and that is really not acceptable. That's interesting. Where did I thought I had enough torches for that. I guess not. And we'll have enough now. Dun, dun, perfection, right? Oh, good. Alright, so cool. So that's turned off. So as long as we're not feeding chicken up here, then we shouldn't have to worry about the system, should not have to worry about the system locking out the slime balls from going through. So I think we're all set up. So let's go ahead and we'll throw, well, do I have any chicken on me? No, you know, that's a stupid thing to say. Let's go get some chicken on me. That would be the smart thing to do, right? And now I'll throw a couple of them in the system, and we'll just make sure that they're actually working through it. Can I, oh sweet, I can target it. So we'll throw those 4 in there. Make sure we hear them up here. As long as we can hear that ticking going on, then that'll mean things are going well. Come on, baby. Work with me. There we go. That's what we wanted to hear. Yep, there we go. We got slime and chicken in the system. So that's sweet. That lets me know if there's slime, if there's slime in there, if there's chicken in there, then it is definitely feeding through. So that is a wonderful thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw dirt back in here. We'll let that grass back up. And I believe we have our chicken connected. I'll throw this one last hopper in here, and that thing should start going haywire, which means I'm probably going to experience some lag as all that stuff starts getting fed into the system. But let's go ahead and we'll pop that in there. Is it feeding out? Yep, there we go. Feathers first. That sucks. Let's get some chicken in there. There we go. I want the food, man, not the feathers. Can't eat those. Alright, so that should be feeding into here. We should hear some really... Actually, I think the way this thing works, too, this timer is... we shouldn't hear any ticking now. Which I'm not hearing, as long as a whole bunch of stuff is feeding through the system. Let's roll back over here, and we will drop down into Sorting Central. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, I got some lag going, so... I think we should definitely see some chicken in the system. And I did decide to keep these together, so I've got all the foodstuffs together in one spot, and bam! Come on, 18 chickens. Let's see some more. Oh, I just saw them start feeding, so there we go. They're starting to feed in, so that is a good sign, kids. I'm guessing we probably got some feathers in the system too that are feeding in, so it may be a little spotty. And also, I guess slimes will filter in there as well. So there we go, man. I think we are all connected, guys. So I don't see any feathers in here yet, but we should see them. If they're not, then they'll pop out over here, but we're not seeing that either, so that's also a good thing. I thought we had some feathers feed through the system first, so I'm a little concerned about that. Let's peek back here, make sure they're not coming out somewhere else. Actually, God, I'll go down chest row here and make sure they're not popping in any of these guys. They shouldn't be, but you never know, man. Also, because we're feeding such a volume through, there's a chance that they're feeding into our chicken chest. Oh, wow. Holy iron, Batman. And not a bunch in that one yet, but... So as you can see, we're definitely collecting stuff. Nothing in there, nothing there. Ay, ay, ay. I am definitely hitting some lag. Yep, chicken is still feeding. Don't see any feathers in there. Oh, that's good. Holy wow. Okay, we got a lot of sugarcane too, apparently. So yeah, all the auto farms that are going are really knocking out some stuff. Pork chops are good. Raw chicken. Now we have 2 in there, so apparently maybe it's fed a couple of those. What? That doesn't make sense. Alright, I'm going to have to go check out what's going on in there and sort that through. Like I said, it's possible sometimes when you're feeding so much junk through there that you can get crudded up in the system. It's one of the hazards of feeding them through. But yeah, alright, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to leave this stuff in here for now. I'm going to go fix that. So, let me, I'm not going to do it off camera. I'm just going to go back there. I'm not sure how we are on time, guys, but if this is indeed my last video, then bear with me. I think that's the second to last bank here, I hope. Of course, it's the middle-most chest, so it's going to be hard to check it, but I think I can just hop up here and we'll make sure, because the only way that should be able to happen is if I have accidentally, not accidentally on purpose, but if I have accidentally replaced my where the heck? There we go. Yeah, see, that should be slimes, not feathers. Stop with that. Aha, somehow I got an extra oak leaf in there. That would explain it. Now the problem is I got feathers feeding in there. I just gave away all my slime balls. Oh man, oh man. It's never easy, is it? I think I can reach from down here though. How's that for easy, baby? Come on, yeah. Get those nasty feathers out of there. Alright, so now we should be back on track with the slimes. No more feathers. And hopefully the feathers are feeding through. I hope it was his last one. Nope. Can't see it in there if it was. Hopefully they're feeding through in this one. Yeah, there we go. So you can see those going through now too. Wowzers. Whole shit ton of those. Pardon my French. I used to have a friend that would say, that's not French. That's perfectly good English. So there we go. Alright, so I think we are all set now. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let this run for a little while, and I will show you the spoils of our efforts. I have 2 chests down there, or 2 double chests, I think, full of eggs too, so I will run those through the system as well. So give me just a sec to check that out, and yeah, we will see what's going on here. Oh great, now I got those set up for it. Ha! Okay, I'll fix that as well, and I will be right back, guys. Alright guys, so I am back in here now, and I figured out what was wrong. I actually just had the chest labeled wrong on the outside, so I was trying to put feathers in the egg box and the eggs in the feather box. So anyway, everything is all set now, and I think I am done sorting all this junk. Got a full chest of eggs, double chest, and oddly it didn't fill anything more than that. But so we have that, a bunch of feathers, a little bit of raw chicken, not a whole lot, which is good. It means it's all cooking properly, and then yeah, not too bad. Looks like 2 rows of the cooked chicken in there as well. So I think that about does it all here. The other thing I did while I was waiting for all that stuff to filter through the system was I did go ahead and try and make this base a little more user-friendly, since like I said, this is going to be the last one. I wanted to go ahead and post up a whole bunch of signs around the base. I won't bother showing them to you, but they're all over the place, just kind of telling you what some of the stuff is, and or if they're just random buttons or levers on the walls, things that I knew, hey, I know exactly what this is. I tried to label everything for you so you'll know what it is if you do decide to download the world and check it out. Like I said, this is not going to be the end for me. I am going to start a second world using some of the new world features that are going to be available in 1.8, and I'm going to start playing in snapshot mode. I'm really excited about that. Like I showed you guys in the last video, I'm not going to go back on Oprah's couch again, but there's some really cool stuff there that I'm really excited about. Some really cool challenges I think I'm going to have to face trying to build in some of these new worlds. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. And I had a whole lot of fun doing this for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. If you did, go ahead and leave me, well, like just on the video here, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, leave me a like, leave me a comment, leave me whatever. And if you like this series, I hope you certainly did. Like I said, I had a hell of a lot of fun recording it for you guys, and I'm hoping to have just as much fun recording the new series in my World 2. So expect some new stuff in there. I've been working on some intro stuff, some little things that I want to do to improve the texture pack maybe a little bit for upcoming 1.8. And like I said, hopefully I have some cool new stuff for you guys. So check back with me, and I will catch you guys next time.